Assalamualaikum and hi to Miss Tasnim and my fellow classmates. Today, we would like to present our montage video for the subject Organizing Event OBM310. The topic that we will talk about is smoking awareness.
Hi, my name is Amira, binti Emir, Hisham.
Hi, my name is Illiyana Azziyanti, binti
My name is Nur Aina Aqilah binti Burhanuddin.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syakirin Aini binti Saifulaswat.
Smoking and addiction to tobacco are not new. Not its magnitude is growing and putting the smokers on the precipice of a health disaster. Every year, more than 27,000 people are killed by tobacco-caused disease. However, there are still more than 44,000 children and 45 million adults who continue to use tobacco each day. For your information, the global number of smokers continue to rise to 1 million, with smoking causing nearly 8 million deaths in 2020 due to heart disease, 1.6 million deaths from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and 0.3 million deaths from tracheal, bronchus, and lung cancer, and nearly 1 million deaths from stroke. Also, 19% of new smokers become addicted by age of 25. Previous studies have shown that at least 1 in 2 long-term smokers will die from causing directly linked to smoking, and that smokers have an average life expectancy 10 years lower than never smokers.
Smoking is the inhalation of the smoke of burning tobacco encased in cigarettes, pipes, and cigar. A smoking habit is a physical addiction to tobacco products. The question is, why some people smoke even though they know the consequences they will receive with smoking? Here is the reason. First, parental influence. Parental relationships are important to a growing child. Therefore, when children grow up in a home where they often meet parents who smoke, it will negatively influence the child to try smokes. Second is peer pressure. Before the age of 18, at least 9 out of 10 individuals turns into adult smokers. A large number of them started by trying it at first because of the influence brought by friends or social media that describe how cool, social, and likely to attract their partner's attention when smoking. Last is stress factors. Some people start smoking to relieve their stress because of the calming effect the nicotine in a cigarette has. Among the ingredients for making cigarettes are nicotine, hydrogen cyanide, ammonia, carbon monoxide, tobacco, and many more. Cigarettes are divided into several types, among which are e-cigarettes and their liquids, cigar, hookah tobacco, and pipe tobacco.
Lungs are like sponges, designed to soak up air. But some people use their lungs to soak up cigarette smoke. If you could wring out the cancer-producing tar that goes into the lungs of a pack-a-day smoker every year, this is how much you'd get. It's enough to make you sick. Very sick.
In our complicated society nowadays, everything has its own pros and cons. Some people will certainly be supportive, while others will have objections. Millions of people all over the world smoke cigarettes on a regular basis, which makes smoking has become a kind of lifestyle or passion to some of them. Without further ado, let me talk about the pros and cons of smoking. Relaxing is a very common word used to describe smoking. One of the pros of smoking is that it can be quite relaxing, especially on a stressful day. Many smokers believe that cigarettes have a temporary calming effect, since the nicotine contained in the cigarettes will bring you down a little bit, so it can create an immediate sense of relaxation. Other than that, the other pros of smoking are that it is often considered to be cool, especially among teenagers. This issue might influence one another to smoke just so they can look cool, because it is something adults do but they are not allowed to do so. In the meantime, advertising also brainwashes people into thinking it is something to be seen as sexy, cool, something to show off your wealth, or even to display your identity. Last but not least, smoking also gives you the opportunity to socialize with other people. It is clearly seen when they take smoking breaks, which they will often meet many new people who smoke and have a random conversation to light up the environment. As mentioned before, everything has its own pros and cons. So now, let me talk about the cons of smoking. One of the disadvantages of smoking is that it has an unpleasant smell which can make people around you uncomfortable. In fact, one can easily tell if a person smokes or not by just getting close to this person due to the fact that the chances of their clothes will emit to a smell of cigarette flavor. Next, many smokers get addicted in the long run. Studies show that the younger you are when you are beginning to smoke, the more likely you are become addicted to the nicotine. People who smoke can quickly become dependent on nicotine and suffer physical and emotional withdrawal symptoms when they stop smoking. Lastly, cigarettes cost you some money since it is kind of expensive for something that needs to be used on a daily basis, and the price of it continues to rise day by day. The average cost of a pack of cigarettes is 70 ringgit, which means a pack a day habit sets you back 510 ringgit per month. This is clearly seen that cigarettes are expensive and quitting can save you money as well as saving on future health costs.
As previously mentioned, we are aware that smoking can be harmful to us since it contains a lot of dangerous ingredients which can ruin our health and body. This very minutes, let me talk about how smoking can give an effect on a human being. Firstly, smoking weakens the immune system. Though smoking often affects specific organs, it can also cause more general widespread harm as it does with the immune system. Smoking damage and reduce antibodies and immune cells, resulting in a much weaker system which could lead to easily cough and longer lasting sickness, severe illness and infections, or even death. Second, smoking encourages cancer cells growth. Many smokers develop some form of cancer throughout their lives, and that is because smoking significantly encourages the growth of cancer cells. Smoking can cause cancer almost everywhere in the body, including the throat, liver, and of course the lungs. Last but not least, smoking also can cause gum disease and tooth loss. Smoking also makes it harder for your body to fight off gum infection like gingivitis due to the body's weakened immune system. It also makes the treatment more difficult and puts you at risk of gum disease. The disease also leads to teeth loss as the bone and tissue that hold your teeth become damaged and weakened. Now, we proceed to the effect of smoking towards third-hand smoker. Do you know what is third-hand smoker? Third-hand smoker is a residue of the particle that you can find on surface, at home, in a car, in public places wherever smoking is permitted. This will affect the children and non-smoking adults. They might be at risk of tobacco-related health problems when they inhale, swallow, or touch substance containing third-hand smoke. Infants and toddlers might have increased exposure to third-hand smoke due to their tendency to touch affected areas.
Smoking not only vastly affect health, but also affect the environment. Among others is air pollution. Carbon dioxide, methane, and other harmful chemicals can cause air pollution through smoking. Although methane and carbon dioxide are not fatal to smokers, they add to general atmospheric pollution and can also contribute to climate change. This air pollution, which is caused by cigarette smoke, has received the attention of the government by banning smoking in public area or restaurant on 1st January 2019. However, smoker can still turn on the light, but as far as 3 meters from the restricted area. This news is quoted from The Star. These new rules set by the government can keep the air from being polluted with cigarette smokes. Secondly, soil and land pollution. The soil is very easily contaminated by harmful chemicals in cigarettes. Toxin release can cause infertility in the soil. When cigarette residue gets into the soil, it releases harmful chemicals that can cause damage to the soil structures. Changes caused by this effect on soil structure can lead to unsafe plant growth. This has proven to be a big problem for our country because based on an article I found in Berita Harian, which states that more than 5,000 cigarette butts pollute the Batu Buruk beach, Terengganu, when volunteers made a campaign for prosperous society without cigarette smokes. The cigarette butts also not only affect the environment and soil fertility, but also the marine life. And last from me, save yourself and you will save the environment.
Most people already know how harmful it is smoking to us, even though they know it is not an easy process to quit. However, there are 4 easy and successful ways to help smokers quit. If you haven't yet stopped smoking but are planning or intending to do so, the first step you should do is to set a specific smoking cessation date. Write this date on a calendar where you will see it every day and make your smoking cessation goals more specific so that you may achieve it more easily. It is recommended that you plan your smoking cessation journey before stopping smoking. For example, set a goal to slowly lower the number of cigarettes you consume each day before your planned stop date. The second step is to exercise. Exercise not only fills your free time and distracts your mind from smoking, but it also helps in reducing cigarettes addiction and activating your body. For your information, exercise can also help you deal with stress due to the nicotine addiction. Exercise increases the production of endorphin, which provide positive energy to your body directly. Next, it is important to make good dietary choices if you want to quit smoking. Having a healthy diet is the next step to quitting smoking. Many smokers quit smoking and experience weight gain problems right after. This is due to the fact that the majority of them eat junk food and improper food. As a result, you must wisely choose healthy foods and stop the habit of smoking after meals by replacing them with healthy snacks such as fruits, since it is high in antioxidants, which can help prevent cancer and reduce postprandial smoking addiction. Finally, remember that complete dedication to your smoking cessation goals needs continuous effort. The final step in quitting smoking is to increase your motivation and avoid giving up. Always keep in mind your aim of quitting smoking. Also, by maintaining a healthy lifestyle with family, you may be able to seek help from people around you, for example, your friends. It can also help you by increasing your motivation and lowering your stress level to quit smoking. Don't quit smoking because they think it is too hard, and it is true for the most people. Quitting is an easy process. After all, the nicotine in cigarette is a powerful addictive drug, but with the right approach, you can overcome the cravings. However, quitting smoking is beneficial not only to you and your family, but also to the environment. So quitting smoking has a lot of benefits, and one of those is improved blood circulation. Blood pressure that is normal and stable can help you increase your exercise and improve your daily routine while lowering your risk of heart disease. In addition, smokers' teeth are often yellow and their breath smells bad. By quitting smoking, you can keep your teeth healthy and your breath fresh. The second benefit is that it improves the family's health. For information, children are the ones who are most impacted by cigarette smoke. According to studies, children who live with smokers encounter a variety of risks, including coughing and lung infections. As a result, by quitting smoking, you can lower the risk of childhood diseases while also providing a positive example for your children. Finally, quitting smoking also benefits the environment. Cigarette chemicals have the potential to pollute water. For example, water pollution in coastal area can occur if smokers throw their cigarette butts everywhere. This is due to the fact that salt water exposed to cigarette butts will absorb chemicals from the butts and pollute the water. As a result, by quitting smoking, you can prevent cigarette chemicals from pollution the environment. Always remember, say no to smoking and it can save many lives. So there is all from us. Thank you.